everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ashley and I'm an architect in Ontario, and in this video we're going to be talking about, well, we're not going to be talking, we're going to be reacting to New York City apartments and their design flaws. I could not believe what I was seeing, and I thought to myself I should be sharing this with you, and you can also look at how badly these are designed, and I mean they are a bit scary. So if you're interested, let's get started. So I thought this would be a fun video to share with you guys because I was looking at these and I could not believe it. And so I thought to myself, this is a great video to share with you guys. And I thought it was quite interesting, and I'm sure there's worse places out there. And I thought to myself that it might be interesting to show you Toronto apartments and how I'm sure there are some really bad apartments out there in the city in Toronto. But let's just look at some New York apartments. This one here, this is an interesting kitchen. And this apartment goes for $2,650. Now, this is back in 2021. Okay, so it's not that long ago. Wow, I thought, because I'm sure that price is even more expensive now, but then with the pandemic, the rental market has gone down a bit. But this is an interesting kitchen. First, the layout. Let's talk about this layout. How can you cook? You have your stove right here, and your stove is right on top of the kitchen. And then right on top of the refrigerator, you have your fireplace. Now, I get that a lot of these apartment units were probably not meant to be apartment units, and they just reconfigured them to fit in all these apartments for people in these little shoe boxes. But they could have designed this a little bit better and done a better layout than what they did, because I can't imagine cooking in this kitchen. You're just like really snug in there, and I mean, you got to be careful you don't get burned. Like, you have no room to really cook, and you might get injured in the process of cooking because you really don't have any space there. And then right beside it, you have your sink. There looks to be like no counter space, really. I just can't believe this. And then you have a closet right on top of there. So this looks like a really tiny kitchen. But, you know, they could have picked a different type of refrigerator, configured it different. You know, you could design small spaces more efficiently, and this layout is just awful. It's not functional at all. And you're paying here $2,650. That's not cheap. That is not cheap at all. And then you have your own bathroom. I guess the positive of this is you get your own bathroom and you get a kitchen, because I know there's a lot of New York apartments, you don't get your own private washroom. You have to share that washroom with your entire floor, and some might be an entire building. I don't know, but I know there's a lot of apartment buildings in New York where you have a communal bathroom. And so on that floor, you have one bathroom, and that bathroom is shared with all the people on that floor, and there's more than 11 units sometimes. And this is another apartment in New York, which is 66 square feet. This is crazy. You can basically just stretch out, and I've seen this, and I think this is the type of apartment where it's literally that shoebox, and you would have like a couch / bed that you would pull out, and you may have a desk, and that's it. You just basically sleep there, and that's about it. And in terms of cooking, you wouldn't really cook, you would just eat out. And then the bathroom situation would be similar to what I was describing before. You have one bathroom on that floor, and that would be shared with everyone. This is interesting, also posted on Twitter. Tell me you're apartment hunting in New York without telling me you're hunting. Toronto is kind of known for this too, but this is pretty bad, where there's literally, the wall is right up against the window. And the part I don't get is, why do you need blinds? Why is there even blinds on the window? I mean, they probably just put it there so that they can kind of deceive potential buyers or potential tenants. Wow, this is crazy. And I'm sure this is really expensive too. No natural daylight. I can't imagine. You need light in your unit. You really do. Okay, this one's also interesting. This one, talk about layouts. The shower is in the living room. And if you're this is a 1-bedroom apartment. This is in Queens, New York, and the rent goes up for $2,000. Wow, in 2020. So that's quite a bit. And it's a 1-bedroom apartment. At least you have a separate bedroom and you get a tiny kitchen. I'm not sure even if you get a refrigerator, because it just seems you get a stove, and you don't even have a vent to vent the fumes of you cooking and so on. So, wow, okay, this is a very botched up kitchen for sure. And where is the sink? There's no sink. Oh, and I think they commented on this. And no refrigerator or kitchen sink. Exactly. It's a botched up kitchen because you don't even have a vent over your stove. They just put a stove there to make it look like this is a 1-bedroom apartment. And wow. And then in the living room, you have your shower. And if you have a roommate maybe that uses the living room, how you shower with guests or with the roommate out in your living room. And that creates a lot of steam, and I'm sure they don't even have a vent there to vent out the steam and the moisture. Wow, okay. This is, well, at least there's a window. You can open the window, hopefully, and it doesn't seem like there's a brick wall right up against that window. So you could see how your standards, I guess, in New York would kind of get adjusted, because at least you get a bedroom. Oh, it seems like the toilet, there's a room, I see a toilet there. Yeah, okay. You get at least a separate room for the toilet. The toilet isn't in the living room. That's a bonus, I guess. That's a bonus. Definitely a bonus. You just get the shower in the living room. Okay. I guess that's a bonus and $2,000. Interesting. Apartments in New York City for $13K a month. This one is mind-blowing. This is absolutely crazy. $13K a month, and this was again posted in 2018. This one is crazy. I can't imagine cooking and doing your business on the toilet in the same space, and then showering as well. I guess the shower and the toilet, I mean, that's your standard, but have it in the kitchen? Oh my God. And do they have a vent on the... They might have a vent over the stove. I guess at least you get a sink. Wow. And then I guess where do you put your bed? Or do you sleep in the tub? That's probably what it is. You probably sleep in the tub and you pay $13K a month. And this was back in 2018. Wow. It's crazy. So this person on Twitter was saying that this was the best thing about let's say that again. The best thing about the listing for the 3,100 New York City apartment with the bathtub in the kitchen is it includes a mock-up image of how it would look like once you include a dining table. Well, at least this one, in comparison to the previous one, is a lot more spacious. You actually could fit a table. The other one, you can't even fit a table. You know, like this is, I guess, in comparison, it's workable. I guess this is luxury, but the other one was $3,000. This one's $3,100, so $100 more. You get at least a little bit more space in the middle. And hopefully they have a separate place for the toilet. I'm hoping, but it's crazy to think that now they're putting the bathtubs in the kitchen. And, you know, the scary thing of this is scary, but I think this could even happen well in Toronto because the units are getting smaller and smaller. And as they get smaller, you need to start overlapping some of the functions and programs, like you're seeing in New York, where you're putting bathtubs in kitchens. I wouldn't be surprised that this starts to happen also in Toronto. It's so crazy. But to live like this, you know, you're taking a bath and wow. And if you have roommates, because a lot of people do, you know, to afford this kind of rent, this is absolutely crazy. You might even still need to have a roommate, or you're a couple. One needs to take a shower and then another one is cooking. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. So this is an interesting one because this looks like a newer apartment. And so this Twitter user was saying, New York apartments are insane. Why is the washing machine next to the oven? Honestly, I don't even think this is that bad. In comparison to what we've been seeing, this is not bad. And I've seen this done in Toronto where they're now putting, and this is just, it's not just a washing machine. I've seen some where they're washer and dryer at the same time. And so to save space, instead of stacking them on top of each other, you have one that does both the functions. And so I've seen this, and I'm guessing this is the dishwasher. It's a very compact dishwasher. You got your stove, and these appliances are tiny ones. They're like mini stoves. And you have to remember this image, it has probably a wide lens. So this looks a bit bigger, but it's not. So, I mean, it's not the best layout because your sink is so close to the fridge. Like if you're washing dishes or something and someone needs to open the fridge behind you, you're gonna get hit with the refrigerator. Hopefully the doors open out this way, but if you're standing here, they can't really open it too wide, the refrigerator doors. This is not a good layout. They should have thought a little bit more about this, but I guess you're limited, like where are you gonna put the sink and be able to open the refrigerator without disrupting someone else washing dishes or something. I'm not too surprised about this. It's more the layout that's really clustered, and it's hard to be doing dishes or cooking if the stove was here while your refrigerator is right next to it. And then hopefully you're able to open the dishwasher down here and it doesn't hit the face of the refrigerator. That I would be more concerned. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like the video. And of course, if you want to support the channel, make sure to subscribe. I hope to see you on the next video. Until then, bye.